Assalamualaikum. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Quote of the day: life begins at the end of your comfort zone. Assalamualaikum. My name is Dr. Momena and I'm the Community Medicine MPhil trainee in KEMU. Today, I'm going to present the topic of theories of motivation. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Quote of the day is: life begins at the end of your comfort zone. My name is Dr. Momena and I'm an MPhil scholar in KEMU. I'm going to present the topic of theories of motivation under supervision of Professor Dr. Saira Afzal. The learning outcomes will be: at the end of this session, participants will be able to comprehend and understand the different theories of motivation, early and contemporary, their applications and limitations. Learning outline: introduction, Maslow hierarchy of needs, McClellan's theory, ERG theory, McGregor's theory, Herzberg theory, and contemporary theories of motivation, which will be including equity theory, goal setting theory, recent updates, and MCQs. So this is the flow sheet, which shows the different types of motivation theories. This includes content theories and process theories. The content theories include Maslow's need of hierarchy, Herzberg motivation theory. Process theories include Byram's expectancy theory, Adams equity theory, goal setting theory, and reinforcement theory. Now, what is motivation? The process that accounts for an individual's intensity, direction, and persistence of effort towards attaining a goal is known as motivation. Different theories are suggested, which shows how motivation can be achieved in a population. Maslow's hierarchy of needs, it explains the 5 different levels of human needs. It is created by Abraham Maslow based on how humans are inspired to satisfy their needs in a hierarchical order. So the hierarchy goes from the most basic physiological needs to the most advanced ones, which includes self-esteem and self-actualization. The ultimate goal of this theory is to reach the highest level of hierarchy, which is self-actualization. This is the diagrammatic representation, which shows different tiers of needs of an individual. From the lowest one, it shows biological and physiological needs. Then comes safety. After that comes the social needs, which includes love and belonging. After that, esteem is there. And at the top, this is self-actualization. Now we are going to understand what these needs, what these tiers include. First of all, physiological needs. These are the most basic of Maslow's hierarchy. These are the essential people need for physical survival. And these include air, food, drink, shelter, clothing, sleep, and health. Most essential because you can't meet the other needs until your physiological ones are fulfilled. So the motivation at this level comes from a person's instinct to survive. Moving on to safety and security needs. This is associated with the need to feel safe and secure in your life and environment. When these needs are not met, children naturally react with fear and anxiety. Also involve the desire for order, predictability, and control. It includes emotional security, financial security, law and order, social stability, freedom from fear, health, and well-being. Then comes social needs, which includes belonging and acceptance. Third and the last of the lower needs in Maslow's hierarchy of needs, this includes the need to feel a sense of belonging and acceptance. People need to be affiliated with certain groups or people. They are motivated by the natural instinct of humans. This hierarchy level involves relationships and connections to family and friends. This level also includes feeling loved and feeling love towards others. If a person fails to meet this need, he may experience loneliness or depression. Moving on to the highest hierarchy, esteem. So esteem needs are motivated by the desire to feel good about yourself. There are two categories of esteem. One is self-esteem and the other is respect. Self-esteem, feeling confident and good about yourself. And in case of respect, feeling valued by other people and knowing that they recognize your achievements. When esteem needs are not met, a person may feel unimportant, incompetent, less confident, and unprotected. So this is self-actualization. Self-actualization is realizing your potential, self-fulfillment, self-development, and peak experience. The desire to accomplish all a person can do and unleash his full potential is known as self-actualization, and that person is known as self-actualizer. Reaching the self-actualization level is quite difficult because people are mostly stuck on satisfying the most urgent and biological or physiological needs in the hierarchy of needs. So Maslow basically said that if we fulfill the needs or the requirements in the lowest most tier, then we can achieve the highest level of needs and people can be motivated to do good work. There is a certain expansion in the hierarchy of needs. These extensions are cognitive needs, aesthetic needs, and transcendence needs. Cognitive needs arise when you start getting curious and desire to explore and gain knowledge, as well as understanding. Aesthetic needs arise and they include appreciation, stability, search for beauty. Transcendence needs when people are motivated to not only value themselves, but also work for others. So it goes by the values that go beyond the personal self. For example, service to others, faith, and the pursuit of science. This is the diagrammatic representation of the extension. At the topmost, we see cognitive needs, aesthetic needs, then comes self-actualization, and then transcendence. A person that has transcendence needs will help others to achieve self-actualization as well. There are certain limitations to this theory, even though this is a pivotal theory and this is the pioneer in motivational theory, but there are certain limitations that were seen. And one of that is empirical research does not validate this theory. Spiritual needs of a person, they were not identified by Maslow. So there comes the other theory, which is McClelland's theory, which was suggested by David McClelland, and it was built on the homework by Maslow. And in this theory, he identified three motivators that he believed that all people have. Number one is need for achievement. Number two is need for affiliation. And number three is need for power. Moving on to need for power. It presents itself as an emotional drive towards attaining status, influence, or control over others and winning. Individuals with a high need of power desire respect and authority over others. Need for affiliation presents itself as an emotional drive towards being liked and accepted. So these people have agreeable and collaborative working relationships with others and a harmonious social environment. So this is the diagrammatic representation of three needs theory or McClelland's theory, which shows there's a overlap between the need for affiliation, need for achievement, and need for power. People who have more need for affiliation, they will work very good in an environment when they're included in a group. And people whose need for power is more as compared to the other needs, they get things done through others, and they can make very good or excellent leaders. People who desire for achievement, if their opportunities are provided to them, proper opportunities are provided to them, they prefer to do the independently as compared to the teamwork. And these people, they are not good for the leadership position. Limitations of this theory included, as some basic needs were not discussed by this theory, for example, shelter, food, or safety. So these are the foundational or fundamental needs, and without satisfying them, higher needs like power can be redundant. It also creates a sense of stereotyping people, like people are unique, and so it's challenging to categorize them neatly as the theory of need aims to achieve them. So another theory was proposed, which is also known as Eldorfer's or ERG theory of motivation. This theory is also built on Maslow's theory, and it states that humans have three core types of needs: existence, relatedness, and growth. E for existence, R for relatedness, and G for growth. These needs may be of different levels of priority for different individuals, with their priority changing over time. Existence includes an individual's physiological and physical safety needs. Relatedness includes the aspiration individuals having for maintaining significant interpersonal relationships, getting public fame and recognition. Growth include need for self-development and personal growth and advancement. This is a diagrammatic representation which shows contrast and comparison with Maslow's hierarchy. If you look at the lowermost tiers, the physiological needs and the safety needs, they fall into the category of existence, E of ERG theory. Then comes self-esteem and social well-being, which falls under the category of relatedness, R of ERG theory. At the topmost, self-actualization, which comes under the category of growth, G of ERG model. So basically, it's an amalgam of Maslow's theory and ERG. Moving on to the limitations of this ERG theory, this theory is relatively new and more studies have to be done to identify which needs are to be fulfilled first. If growth opportunities are not provided to employee, they may regress to relatedness needs and socialize more with coworkers. Moving on to McGregor's theory, this theory of management was motivation in management was provided by McGregor, and he proposed two theories, theory X and theory Y, by which managers they perceive and address an employee's motivation. He referred to these opposing motivational methods as theory X and theory Y. Now we're going to see a tabulated form the differences between these two theories. With reference to attitude of a manager, the employee dislike work and find it boring and will avoid it at any cost. While in case of theory Y, the assumption is the employee wants to work and wants to take an interest, meanwhile enjoying it. In case of direction, manager assumes that the employee must be forced or coerced into compliance. But in case of theory Y, the manager assumes employees, they can work directly and they can accept a target. In case of responsibility, theory X suggests the employees, they need to be directed and they are avoiding responsibility at any cost. But theory Y suggests the employee thrives on responsibility. In case of motivation, employees are motivated by fear, lack of money, lack of job security in theory X. But in theory Y, the motivation comes by the desire of self-development and to contribute towards the world. In case of creativity, theory X suggests that employees have little creativity except when getting around rules. But theory Y suggests the opposite. It says the employees are highly creative, and when given proper opportunities and recognition, they can show great work. There are certain limitations to this theory as well. As this theory is based on assumptions, no empirical proof was there. It also creates a sense of stereotyping. People are unique, they have different characteristics, they have different habits. So we cannot categorize and put them into certain parts. The next theory is Herzberg theory, is also known as two-factor theory, hygiene motivation theory. It argues that job satisfaction and dissatisfaction, they exist in two different ways, each with its own set of factors. Motivation factors, they increases job satisfaction, while the hygiene factors, they prevent job dissatisfaction. Moving on, we'll see what comes under motivation factors and what comes under hygiene factors. So the motivators are achievement, recognition, the work itself, responsibility given, advancement towards goal, and growth in life. Moving on to the hygiene factors or the demotivators, these are bureaucracy, which includes the corporate policies or supervision, relationships, work conditions, status, salary, job security. Limitations are, it is based on the assumption that all employees have the same needs, and it places too much emphasis on job satisfaction and not enough on external factors such as economic or social conditions. So we have discussed the early theories of motivation right now. I'm going to discuss contemporary theories of motivation. These are relatively new theories, and these mostly include the process theories, which deal with how the motivation occurs, the process of motivation, and following theories were given. Number one is expectancy theory. Number two is equity theory. And number three is reinforcement theory, goal setting theory. Expectancy theory was suggested and proposed by Victor H. Jerome. According to him, people are motivated to perform activities to achieve some goal to the extent they expect that certain actions on their part would help them to achieve that goal. So it segregates the effort, accomplishment, and outcomes and uses the terms expectancy, instrumentality, and balance to account for this. So expectancy is the increasing the quantity of effort will improve performance. Instrumentality is the concept that if you perform better, the result will be achieved. Valency is the perceived value the worker puts on the result. For valency to be optimistic, the person must prefer fulfilling the merchandise to not gaining it. Limitations of this study, it assumes the effort and performance will result in the desired reward. The theory does not account for factors like an employee's learning and workload capacity. So if either the task is unachievable, the reward is not delivered, or the outcome isn't valuable, that is enough for employees to lose motivation. Moving on to equity theory, Adams' equity theory says that the level of reward we receive compared to our own sense of contribution affect our motivation. So this theory considers the concept of equality and fairness, as well as the importance of comparison to others. This is a diagrammatic representation which shows the inputs, which includes effort, training, skills, loyalty, flexibility, and adaptability, and the outcomes, which includes salary, job security, training, experience, praise, career. More elaborated view we can see in that inputs include effort, loyalty, and commitment. Outputs include benefits and salary. And a comparison is made with others to deliver fairness. If fairness, if situations deemed not equitable, tensions arise, changes taken to drive equity, that is change in effort, organization, or role, etc. Satisfaction, equity achieved, not achieved, impact on motivation, and the cycle continues. Limitations of equity theory. It makes an assumption that levels of demotivation are equivalent to the levels of unfairness, which may not be the case. The model is overly simplistic and it ignores a number of other contributory factors like age and demographics. The model examines fairness within a situation but ignores whether the overall situation is fair. Moving on to reinforcement theory, it states that individual's behavior is a function of its consequences. It is based on law of effect, that is, individuals' behavior with positive consequences tends to be repeated. This is known as positive reinforcement. But individuals' behavior with negative consequences tends not to be repeated. At an early period, it is known as negative reinforcement. But if the same behavior is continued again and again, that would lead to the removal of that group, removal of that behavior, which is known as extinction. So this is an example of reinforcement theory in the workplace. Positive reinforcement will include if rewards are provided to the desired behaviors of individuals. Example include a manager praising an employee. The negative reinforcement in a workplace include remove aversive stimuli to reinforce the behavior. And an example include eliminating tedious tasks when employees start meeting deadlines. Punishment, deliver aversive stimuli to remove pleasant stimuli to change behavior. Example include criticism, demotion, or removing flexible work hours. And for extinction, withhold valued consequences to lower negative behavior over time. Example includes manager ignoring the behavior. Limitations: ignore inner feelings and drives of an individual, and it also does not focus on the causes of a certain behavior of an individual. Moving on to the recent update. This is an article, The Hierarchy of Needs, Empirical Examination of Maslow's Theory and Lessons for Development, published in 2023. Maslow's need theory proposes a hierarchy of needs and argues for their sequential satisfaction. The theory has been very influential in development studies, in the establishment of development priorities, in the design of policies and social programs, and in the role of economic growth plays as central development instrument. This paper relies on a large and representative database from Mexico to empirically test 4 assumptions which are commonly associated to Maslow's theory: that needs are satisfied sequentially, that income is a relevant resource in the satisfaction of relevant needs, that the hierarchy of needs is associated to the well-being. Contribution, and that Maslow's proposed sequential path in the satisfaction of needs, beginning with the satisfaction of physiological ones and ending with the satisfaction of self-actualization ones, is the best possible one. Data on satisfaction of needs is used to address the first 2 assumptions, while a subjective well-being approach is used to deal with the last 2 assumptions. The 4 assumptions are rejected. In consequence, it is possible to think about strategies in the satisfaction of needs that do not follow the sequential satisfaction proposed by Maslow, and which question the hierarchical order he proposed. So the paper highlights the relevance of the needs of love and belonging and esteem, and it argues for an integrated view of human beings and of their needs, as well as for following a balanced strategy in their satisfaction. Implications for developmental studies and for the design of sustainable development strategies and social programs are discussed. Moving on to the other article, Theories of Motivation, Integration, and Ways Forward. In this article, the theoretical models covered the special issue each have their unique aspects and contributions, but 4 major dimensions, they cut across them. Person factors comprising self-expectations, self-efficacy, social modeling comparisons, and cognitive aspects, self-regulation. Tasks, value, goals, and perceived costs and benefits. Motivation is determined by a complex interplay of internal and external factors, and we suggest that a greater force on individuals. Motivation profiles, control of situations, and metacognitive monitoring and control of goal pursuit might shed more light on the moment-by-moment decisions people make in daily life. Future research could be targeted at evaluating competing models, or perhaps more and enhancing interventions to address students who are unmotivated to excel in school. Now moving towards some MCQ part. Number 1, Afsha has recently achieved a high level of stability in her life. She has a fulfilling job, a secure financial situation, strong relationships, and a good health. She feels content with her accomplishments, and now she has started taking painting classes, joined a local theater group, and is working on writing a novel. She is also volunteering at a community center to help others develop their own skills. Which level of Maslow's hierarchy of needs is Afsha primarily focused on in this scenario? Number A, physiological needs. B, safety needs. C, love and belongingness. D, esteem needs. E, self-actualization needs.
E, self-actualization needs.
Yes, the answer is E, self-actualization. Number 2, Sarah has recently been promoted to a management position at a tech company. She is now overseeing a team of software developers and is eager to apply various motivational theories to help her team perform better. She decides to use Maslow's hierarchy of needs to guide her approach. After assessing her team, Sarah realizes that while some team members are motivated by financial incentives and career advancement, others seem to be driven by the sense of purpose. Sarah finds this variation surprising, as Maslow's theory suggests a specific order of need fulfillment. Which of the following limitations of Maslow's theory is most relevant to Sarah's experience? A, Maslow's theory does not account for cultural differences in motivational priorities. B, Maslow's theory assumes that once a lower level need is satisfied, individuals will move automatically to higher level of needs. C, Maslow's theory does not consider that individuals may have different needs based on their life stage. D, Maslow's theory does not address the impact of external economic conditions on individuals' motivation. E, Maslow's theory does not address biological needs of a person.
C.
The answer is B. Maslow's theory assumes that once a lower level need is satisfied, individuals will move automatically to higher levels. 3. Sidra, the HR manager at a marketing firm, has noticed that while employees generally feel content with their salary and work conditions, their engagement for their roles seem low. To address this, she decides to use Herzberg two-factor theory to identify potential solutions. She implements several changes, such as creating a structured career development program with clear paths for advancement, offering more challenges and meaningful projects, improving office environment, providing feedback, and insurance. After these changes, Sidra notices a significant improvement due to A, the changes improved hygiene factors, which led to reduced dissatisfaction. B, the changes enhanced both hygiene factors and motivators, leading to both reduced dissatisfaction and increased satisfaction. D, the changes focused on motivators, which directly increased job satisfaction and engagement. E, the changes were primarily aimed at improving benefits, which Herzberg's theory identified as motivators.
B.
The answer is D. The changes focused on motivators, which directly increased job satisfaction and engagement. 4. Alex, the team leader, in a software development company, has noticed varying levels of motivation among his team members to enhance overall team motivation. Alex decides to apply Macmillan's theory of needs. He observes the following. Laura frequently seeks challenging projects and feels most satisfied when she achieves significant milestones. James, on the other hand, enjoys working collaboratively and values strong interpersonal relationships within the team. Mia is motivated by the opportunity to influence decisions and lead projects. To effectively motivate each team member, which of the following actions should be taken? A, provide Laura with challenging projects and set high goals. James, focus on team building activities. And for Mia, give her opportunities to lead and influence decisions. B, increase Laura's salary and offer bonus. For James, provide additional training on interpersonal skills. For Mia, improve the office environment and work conditions. C, assign Laura to routine tasks to reduce stress. For James, increase his individual's responsibilities. For Mia, focus on her technical skills. The answer is A, provide Laura with challenging projects and set high goals. For James, focus on team building activities. For Mia, give her opportunities to lead and influence decisions. 5th, Samantha, the HR director at a rapidly growing tech startup, is facing challenges with employee motivation and satisfaction. Recently, Samantha observed that while most employees are content with their basic job conditions and enjoy collaborating with colleagues, there is a noticeable lack of motivation related to their personal development and career advancement. So she decides to implement changes to address these issues. Which of the following strategies is most likely to address the lack of motivation related to the growth needs based on Alderfer's theory? A, enhance the work environment by improving facilities and ensuring fair compensation. B, organize team building events and improve communicable challenges among team members, introduce mentorship programs, offer training workshops, and provide opportunities for career advancement. D, increase job security by extending contracts and offering more comprehensible health benefits. E, maintain current practices but introduce more frequent performance evaluations. Anyone? So the answer is C, introduce mentorship programs, offer training workshops, and provide opportunities for career advancement. 6, David, a manager at a retail company, has been dealing with issues related to employee performance. He wants to improve the productivity of his team. After researching different motivational strategies, David decides to use positive reinforcement. Implements a program where employees receive immediate recognition and rewards, such as gift cards, public acknowledgement, and team meeting, and additional time off. After several weeks, David notices that performance has improved significantly. Which of the following best explains why the positive reinforcement strategy led to improved performance? A, employees are motivated by the fear of losing their jobs and work hard to avoid negative consequences. B, employees are encouraged to meet sales target due to the immediate rewards and recognition they receive. C, employees are working hard due to increased competition among team members for limited rewards. D, employees are satisfied with basic job conditions and are less concerned about performance metrics. E, employees are influenced by the management increased levels of supervision and control. The answer is B. James has a habit of calling his friend every evening to talk about his day. Initially, his friend always engaged in these conversations, providing attention and support, which reinforced James' behavior of calling daily. However, recently his friend has started being less responsive and sometimes does not answer James' calls at all. Over time, James' frequency of calling has decreased significantly. In this scenario described, what behavioral principle is being illustrated when James' calls are frequently decreased? A, positive reinforcement, B, negative reinforcement, C, extinction, D, punishment, E, withdrawal. Answer is C. 8, Maria works at a marketing firm and is considering whether to put extra effort into her current project. She knows that if she works hard and achieves excellent results, she will be eligible for a significant bonus. However, Maria is unsure about her ability to deliver the results due to some challenging tasks. Additionally, she values the bonus highly as it will help her achieve her personal financial goals. According to expectancy theory, which of the following factors will more likely influence Maria's decision to put extra effort into her project? A, the level of her co-workers' performance. B, the certainty that the project will be enjoyable. C, her confidence in achieving excellent results and the value she places on the bonus. D, the likelihood that her manager will notice her efforts. The answer is C. 9, Jamal and Alicia are both project managers at a tech company. They have equivalent job responsibilities and experience. Jamal has been consistently putting in extra hours and taking on additional projects, while Alicia maintains a standard work schedule and handles her regular tasks. Despite Jamal's extra effort, both he and Alicia receive the same salary and benefits. Recently, Jamal has started feeling demotivated and less engaged at work. According to the equity theory, which of the following is the most likely reason for Jamal's decreased motivation? A, Jamal believes that his role is more demanding than Alicia's. B, Jamal is concerned that his work is not receiving enough recognition. C, Jamal feels that his high level of input is not fairly rewarded compared to Alicia's lower input. D, Jamal is unhappy with the company's overall work environment. E, Jamal thinks that Alicia's performance could be improved. The answer is C. Ikra is a manager at a sales company and uses a reinforcement-based approach to motivate her team. She offers bonuses, praises employees who perform well, and implements disciplinary action for missed targets. Despite these efforts, Sarah notices that some employees only work hard when bonuses are imminent and show little motivation otherwise. According to the limitations of reinforcement theory, which of the following issue is most likely affecting Ikra's ability to sustain motivation among her team members? A, employees are motivated only by external rewards, not by intrinsic satisfaction. B, the bonuses and praises are too frequent and have lost their effectiveness. C, employees find the disciplinary actions to be lenient and ineffective. D, the rewards provided do not align with the employee's personal values and goals. E, the reinforcement strategy does not account for individuals' differences in work preferences. Answer is D, the rewards provided do not align with the employee's personal values and goals. This is the MCQ key. This is the link of our channel where the lecture will be posted. And thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Momena. Very nice presentation, especially MCQ part are very good in brainstorming MCQs. All MCQs are almost C3 level. Thank you very much. Very nice presentation.
Thank you.